watch live now, the Sprue crew.
Yeah. Oh, mate, just as well I press live then, Dad, isn't it, eh? Yeah, nothing's scripted with us lot, is it? Got ya. I do know the dons. Yeah, Don, you can't say it now, can you? You can't call me it, can you? Hello, folk. As you can see, we've had a couple of months off just to recharge our batteries and let our hair grow a bit. Yeah. Anything to stitch someone up. They was nagging me because they said we weren't live, but I'd already pressed it, and yeah. So anyway, left to right, I've got on my screen, I've got Dodgy Dave down at Butcher's That Model, Dave Barker.
Hello.
Hello, mate. Next to him, we got Mike Mountain, aka Dad.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
Next to him, we got Davey UK over at Model Maker Dave's workshop.
Evening, all.
By your beds, we got Sergeant Bones there, all the way from Deutschland.
Oi, everybody.
Also from Deutschland, we got Vincent. Mr. Loft's Model Making.
Yes, hello.
And obviously me, the sensible one, Colin, down at Festa 67's workshop. So thanks for joining us on this Saturday night of epic model making tomfoolery. What possibly could go wrong? Beaker apparently will be joining us at some point, but he's been doing his hair since Tuesday.
Yeah, but that's a whole lot of hair he's got.
So what have we all been up to? We've got a nice little group of people in the chat there. We got Fraser, we've got Fox at Model Making Guru, at Scale Model Muse. Hello Muse, you right, my darling? Skullfish is in. Some bloke called Mr. Loft's Model Making. I couldn't tell because he ain't got a logo.
Yeah, I know I don't have a logo.
Fox is in. I thought he was drawing you one. Kenneth M's in. Hello, Kenneth. At long last, mate. Yeah, we finally gone live, mate. Well done, mate. Thanks for your patience. Team Annette's in, wielding his lustrous banhammer. Not that he needs much encouragement. Chris is in from Gross Models. So, yeah, thank you all for joining us. Catch you next week.
Bye, folks.
And this is where the viewer count drops. Thank you, Colin.
Aye.
I said this is where the viewer count drops. Thank you, Colin.
Yeah, absolutely. So, who wants to go first then out of you reprobates?
I'm still setting up, you know.
Oh, God, look at him. He's had all day. What a girl. So, what have we been up to in the world of the internet? Well, we've set up the Sprue Crew on YouTube for you. So, there's it's going to be the one channel that this broadcast comes out on rather than jumping about and people getting confused, and we'll be on every fortnight. So next week it'll be Cole's lot over at Making Models doing their Saturday stream, so give them a subscription if you haven't already done so, and then we'll be back the following week. It just gives us a chance to recharge because we've all got real life stuff that we do as well as the modeling that you all love us for. Right, I'm not going to drop Dad in it, but over to you, mate.
Thanks, mate. Right, well, what have I been doing? Since Christmas, I've been on with the sub. The same one that Ted's doing. The sub, that's the torpedo tube compartment.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's all lit up, but I haven't connected any batteries to it yet. I need to test them. The main control room.
Oh, look at that.
And the radio room.
Oh, blimey.
Main radio room. And I'm actually on compartment 4 at the minute, which is up to that stage.
Have you snuck an egg in yet, mate?
Yeah, I've got the my Liverpool banners in there.
Yeah, you've done one, mate. Good man.
The crew.
Good man. For those that don't know, you got to have an egg in your bill, didn't you, mate?
Oh yeah.
And you got that lighting kit off of Jenny, was it?
Yeah, the JS Miniatures. Yeah.
And, nice little plug there for Jenny.
All the lighting kit, and I've also bought the big head kit with all the.
Oh, Vincent's licking his lips. Aftermarket.
Aftermarket photo etch.
The little, just little side builds. I've been doing the Warhammer stuff that you get with the Conquest magazine.
Yeah.
So this current one is the Rhino.
Yeah.
Which I've been playing about with. Just not doing it in neckbeard colours. I'm just doing it in my own colours.
Yeah.
I don't intend to play with them, but on
he
the
does.
table.
I caught him the other night making brum brum noises at his
I was running.
He didn't realise his camera was on, bless him.
Just been plodding along with that, really.
Oh, good, mate.
I'm doing normal day-to-day life stuff as you do.
Good on you, mate.
Kenneth wants to know how much the kit was. It's £359, Kenneth.
Bloody hell. That's a serious bit of modelling there, mate.
That's a serious lump of plastic.
Absolutely.
Did someone give you a sub for it?
Oh, I see what you did there, mate.
It was subtle.
You torpedoed that one in, didn't you, mate?
Yeah.
I thought I'd open up the hatch.
Sarge is sitting there going. So, Davey, what have you been up to, mate?
What have I been up to?
I'll just put you on present, buddy, so people get to see the face behind the name. There you go.
Right. I've been up to my Angel Interceptor.
Oh, nice.
He's still on the bench, still plugging away. I've been having a little bit of sci-fi with a bit of a Romulan battle cruiser.
There's a unique colour scheme, I do believe, for that.
It's going to be in. I don't know what colour I'm going to do it now because I'm thinking I might do it a different colour now. But I was going to do it Starfleet, but don't know yet. It might turn out to be a Gremlin. I was working on a GR1, but that's been put on the back burner because I've kind of lost interest with it at the moment.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just been real life stuff and going out and doing stuff.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's it.
And if you haven't already, give Dave a sub over at Model Maker Dave's workshop.
Yes, please.
If you type something in the chat, Dave, and anyone just click the three dots next to the names and give them a sub if you haven't done already. And it all helps get the custom URL, Dave, doesn't it?
I must congratulate Nick Butler on his joke. The Starfleet toilet paper to handle the Klingons.
Oh, very good. I'll tell you what would work as a paint scheme for that, Davey. What about a nice Battle of Britain camo scheme?
Interesting.
Yeah, not that we would cue the facial expression from Sarge coming up, peeps. I'm
also working on a Mercedes Formula One car that's going to have a completely different paint job.
You got to look out for this one. We watched Formula One today for the qualifying. The Mercedes were really top. Hamilton, Bottas, those two drivers were great.
It's the same like the past 3 years, is what you're saying.
Oh, that's all right.
It looks like Bottas is getting a little bit more aggressive now.
That saves me having to watch it then after the show. I recorded it.
I didn't tell you who did first or plus second or anything. I just said that they did a fantastic job. Okay.
I've read reports that Honda is doing rather well now that they are partnering with Red Bull.
Yeah, definitely.
it goes down that thing of not doing Formula One cars deliberately in the wrong livery, because we wouldn't want to upset the Tifosi, would we, Sarge? Because we're not like that.
No, you wouldn't want to do that.
No, wouldn't do that at all, mate. Because, you know, you did threaten to come over in a ferry and bitch slap me all the way around the local town.
Yeah.
Would he do that? Would he really do that? I mean, come on.
I know.
Not
yeah, I think he would.
If he does, I'll start selling the tickets. Front row,
Definitely
400 quid.
Yeah, we're up to a little bit of mischief, Davey, aren't we, with the Formula Ones?
Yeah, but that's about as much as I'm going to say.
Yeah. We
I
are
don't
fans of it, but we kind of have both been rivet counted on Formula One builds in the past, so we're just having a bit of fun. So, Vincent, what you got on your bench, mate?
At the moment, I've got my Hero Forge figurine on the bench.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Basically, a figure I had made via Hero Forge for my for the D&D campaign I'm taking part of.
Yeah.
So now I'm just finishing up the base colors, as you can see.
Yeah. And not wishing to plug something that you've been working on, but you have been doing a rather splendid Starship Enterprise, haven't you, mate?
This is what
I know it's probably out of shot and would be difficult to get, but you can still let people know what you've been up to.
The
with
power
it.
lead should be long enough.
All right, but don't damage the kit, will you, mate?
No, God's sake, don't drop it.
Let me just get.
That's it, jinx him.
Sorry, mate.
That's it, just jinx him.
Yeah, what possibly could go wrong?
Yeah. This is where Vincent trips over his cat.
Yeah.
Shouldn't do.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful piece of work. Been watching him light that and doing all kinds of tomfoolery and
Yeah, you can barely make out that the nacelle spinny effect.
I know, you see it.
Did you put a video of that on your channel, Vince? Did you make
No, because it's not actually completely finished. It needs a bit of weathering and panel lining, but
right, okay.
well,
Well, people,
process where I'm like, you know, it's decaled. The decals are now safely sealed behind clear coat. I'll leave it for now.
yeah.
Go back to it when I feel like it. Basically,
Yeah.
It's one of those sometimes you need to step back from a project.
Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
keep an eye out for Mr. Loft's model making channel there for the reveal video that Vince is going to upload, because it really is a splendid bit of work he's done on that kit, and all credit to you, mate.
And talking about my channel, because I'm gonna plug it.
Sorry, mate. I'll put you back on present.
Yeah, I'm finishing up the videoing for this build as well, so expect new videos coming up on the channel.
Oh, mate. It's all about the boomsticks.
Yep.
Big boomsticks.
So I finished all the decals on it. New Year Russian armor, it's like you have a tank number and you might have a patriotic slogan, but that's about it.
Good man. Yeah, so who we got next to pick on? Mr. Barker.
Yes, sir.
What have we been up to? I do believe we've got birthday wishes for someone as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
Young Tommy.
Young
Big
Tommy,
12 today, so happy birthday to Tommy.
He's had a great day. He's had a great weekend. We went to town yesterday and he got Sport Rotten in town as well. So
yeah,
lots of Hot Wheels cars he came back with and DVDs. And he's done very well with model kits. He's had 3 Ashima snap kits.
Yeah.
One was off Scott and one off Dad and one off Kenneth. And he's got a lightsaber, Kylo Ren lightsaber that he quite likes. So he's had a cracking day, he has.
Oh, good man, mate. What have you been up to?
No scale modelling, just lots of Warhammer.
Warhammer stuff, yeah?
Warhammer and stuff, yeah. I finished the Dreadnought.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm going to nod like I know what I'm on about.
Exactly. And then I did the video build for the little Banshee.
Yeah.
And I've just been plugging away, you know, load of contagion. So that's what I've done for the last couple of weeks. Well, the last few months, all I've been doing is Warhammer, to be honest, because it's been like lots of it.
And you have had a little boost from your local shop, I do believe.
I have, yeah. I was invited to put a couple of my models in the display case.
Oh, happy day!
So the black coach that She Who Farts in Bed bought me for Christmas, and my Lady Olinda, the matriarch of Great, they're in there at the moment. They're coming out on Monday, and Nagashi's going in. So
the what?
Nagashi's one of the big characters.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were talking about somebody else then.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm like, hey.
Yeah, no, not that. No, this is Nagash. That's the Lord of the Undead.
Oh, right. I'm with you. Yeah.
So he's going down the shop Monday.
Yeah.
And the other two are coming home. So
is that a rotational thing then, is it, Dave, where they're just letting you have because don't they, am I right in thinking you get a shelf or something like that and you can just...
Yeah, you get a part of the shelf. Yeah. You get invited to present your work in there, and basically what it is, the way Games Workshop started was their own staff, their own shop members and their own people were putting stuff in the case, and then but what they wanted to do was they wanted to showcase to people what Joe Public could do, basically.
Yeah.
So certain ones of us, they asked if they could display some of our miniatures in there, which is, you know, it's always been a bucket list thing of mine, you know, to get me work in the window. So I was just a bit...
Hey, mate, fair play to you, mate. Happy days. Makes you proud.
Yeah.
Cool. Righty, I'll drop you off present. I'm going to put Sarge on the hot spot now.
Oh, yeah, doing a little bit of everything this week.
So let's have a little looky-loo.
Working on my
Sarge has been doing.
Yeah. It's pretty good for a cheap kid, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the Greeblies for my M1. So like there's you know tons of ammo cans and where am I here? Ammo cans and water cans and thermos cans and all kinds of cans. And you think they'd make it easier to put it together from Ryfield, but no, you have to put every single piece together, the top, the sides, the bottom. Yeah. But the end result is just as good as the, you know, like the main kits.
Yeah.
Come with these ice chests and shit like that. So can't complain.
Nice.
Yeah. And what else have I been doing? Oh, yeah. Working on tank tracks.
Yeah, I've got the pleasure of that coming soon, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, but Colin, you'll enjoy it because you use metal ones.
Right. The metal ones are fine. It's those silly plastic ones can drive you up the wall, especially individual link ones from amusing hobbies.
The six parts to one link ones are the greatest.
Oh, early King Tiger track links. Dear God.
Which brand?
They've got 6 parts per link, and 2 of the parts are like thin little wafers that are no more than 3 millimeters long by 1 millimeter wide. And you have to line them up between all the other stuff when you're putting the pins through.
I think I've got the working suspension and individual track links for the Banter A late.
Oh.
I basically bought that to have working suspension to put metal tracks on. The separate plastic links I basically did. And you're going into the box of forgetting plastic stuff.
I've got a big box of tank tracks like that.
Yeah, it's like never watching you again.
Nope.
Like I've got another box that holds the ones for my BZH 2000, which Colin's about to build as well. He's building a different version of that, of the same kit by Meg.
Yeah.
And that was like 3 little baggies with parts for the links. It's like, yeah, I think not. It's nice that you pre-cut these off, but nope.
Yeah, he's got me that into it now, Sarge. I've even got me little hammer and me pins and me little vice, and it's like, really?
No, that's the way it should be, Colin.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Vince and Sarge have infiltrated my stash with armour. And they're bullying
You love
me
it, you know it.
and they keep sending, you know, aftermarket photos of tracks and aluminium guns and
Oh yeah, remember, you know,
But just
metal
evil.
barrel, you gotta have that. I mean, come on.
They are evil, mate. They're Lucifer's henchmen, the pair of them.
Would you say that they are deliberately leading you astray, Colin?
They are. They are. I know this is difficult for people to believe, especially Lynn, because I've seen her in chat there. But yes, they are leading me astray. They are trying to.
That's just so wrong.
Colin,
Yes,
we're
mate.
not leading you astray. We're bringing you to the dark side where we have Jaffa caves. I mean, come on.
Yes, I love building armor, and I'll build more of it because the Jaffa cakes are worth it.
I've never had any problem with armour tracks, you know. Every tank all I've ever done is bend them around and press the stapler, and they've been fine.
Hey, mate, you know, I'm like, Dave, I've even got Ickle Vice, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Got me Ickle Vice. And I'm like, oh.
No.
Any coffee hammers?
I've got a
Tiny hammers
stash
as well,
with armour in it.
Tiny hammers.
And Vincent sits there going, so which armour build are you going to be doing next then, mate? But I have had a few requests of people to do me fire engine build as well. So there's a queue of people waiting for that one that have been out and bought the kit. So Shane, it is coming up soon, mate.
Well, there's a Warhammer that I've sent you to infiltrate your stash as well, the Sigmar stuff.
Yes. I can hear the guru laughing his head off in chat already because someone else who will remain nameless sent me Citadel paints as well as some dudes, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, that's shocking. That is.
Yeah, you know, it must be double funny for model making guru because his Warhammer craze basically started off with me sending him my Space Marine. So I'm doing the same to you, Colin, and you know where that will lead. So
yeah.
There's not left over then.
I noticed Shane's popped in chat there. Just a quickie, Shane, are you light in your fire engine, mate? Is that why you've messaged me to ask about it? If so, let me know. If you want a circuit built, mate, I'll build you one and ship it up to you, mate. What else have I been up to? I've been lighting a motorbike, a little 1/12 scale motorbike. Yes, there is LEDs in these said indicators and in the brake lights and in the fairing. Loads of electricity gone in there for the headlights. And,
How the hell have you managed to get it in there?
with deft drilling, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are cables that go along the back inside them indicator stalks, and there's bulbs in there, mate.
You know, your visor, is it like one of them comedy ones where it all shoots out like a telescope?
yeah, you end up with one big eye.
Yeah.
So there's that. I've been doing my my Ferrari. That's all I'll say on that, Sarge. I can be good.
Shame on you, Colin. Shame on you.
Shame on me. And also, I was asked about how the Mad Max is coming on. Yeah, it's in that sort of weathering stage at the moment. There is a video due to come up on the channel with that bad boy in there. So I haven't forgot about it. It's just real life got in the way, as well as some computer problems, etc., etc., etc. Suffice to say, my video series have started again, and there's going to be some surprises coming up as well for video builds. Ooh.
What, you going to start doing them with your clothes on?
Yeah. And note to self: if you're modelling without trousers on, make sure your down bench cam is pointing at the bench. That's all I'll say on that one. I do have a video that I was going to upload that I can't now.
You are so wrong.
It was a hot day.
What they're visible balls and tackle, mate.
Put it this way, you know, several orders have been put in for a new brooch and earrings. Yeah. Sight Reynolds is saying a camera at Dad. I may start a YouTube channel and film painting abandon, which will be what Fox will call museum quality. Good man. Welcome to the fold, mate.
Sounds good to me.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with doing a bit of YouTubing, mate. Someone else got persuaded to do that recently who put up resistance.
Yeah, I wonder who that was.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone else wasn't going to do face to cam, were they, Dave?
No.
And if you really want to laugh out there, everyone, not going to grass Sarge up, but he may be looking into Arduino.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shocker.
I keep hearing about how all these nice little things can be all programmed with your lights and everything. And considering that somebody gave me one of these, which is like an ultimate classic made for lighting kit, you know. Well, it's so huge too. Why not?
He was sitting there all smug going, oh, you've got armor in your stash. Ha, ha, ha. And he's got Arduino in his basket.
Yeah.
Oh,
When you think about it, though, you know, seriously, the Arduino set for beginners is not that expensive, and it teaches you how to do the entire programming. So why not?
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. For those that don't know, you can get a large big box of components on the Amazon's style sites.
Yeah.
And it comes with a CD, and it basically teaches you all you need to know about what you're doing, and just sit there and play with it and get things working. And there's so much of that you can put in your kit.
Yep.
And,
I gotta answer Fox here first off. Fox, I was painting Warhammer Space Marines in, oh, good grief. When did the board game? It's one of the first Games Workshop board games for entry level, where Space Hulk. Space Hulk.
Yeah,
I've been painting Warhammer since way back then, you know. But I'm always open to getting some wheeled or tracked vehicles. I would not complain, definitely.
Off tracks, yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's got tracks, it's armor, and armor is good. And Warhammer 40K is very good. And no, I don't touch Age of Sigmar. No.
Counterpoint Steam Tank. I mean.
Oh yeah, that Steam Tank was awesome.
Kenneth M said you're dragging out the answer, Sarge.
Yeah.
Is Kenneth picking on you again?
I think so. I'm not dragging out the answer. I'm just, explaining my.
Yeah.
Stuff dragging out a bit like that book he recommended to you, then, Kenneth.
Oh, that book was great. I tell you, I've read several books by that guy.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, no adult content in there whatsoever, mate. I'm impressed.
It has mature content. I mean, Kenneth's old enough. I mean, come on. And Jamie Bone, no. I will not build the door ever. I got 116 scale stuff, but I will never build the Dora. I saw the what? Which one is it in France? Leopold, I think. I've actually seen that one at the it's in the Fortress in France. The Todd bunker.
It is one of them kits, though.
Yeah.
It is one of them kits, though, isn't it? Where you think, wow, it's a big boomstick, isn't it?
Yeah, but
didn't Danzio Annie survive as well?
I think so.
I can't imagine a kit that's more boring than Dora, because it's just the one colour.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just grey.
Yeah, grey with a little bit of foul powder around the edges, maybe, but it's still just grey.
Yeah, but you could still, you can still do weathering techniques.
I think it would be really, really interesting, because the weathering you'd be using on that is a lot of oil and grease stains around all the joints and moving parts and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
I just think it could get tedious though, Vince, just painting grey, all that amount of grey. It'd be like.
I think if you do the really big one, I think you might probably look at having a custom paint can made, which you can do at certain automotive shops.
Yeah. Any decent paint shop. I mean, that's how I got the paint for one of the spoilers on the car.
But to be fair, I think I would love to build it, but it would have to be the 1/72nd scale one at the most.
Yeah.
And I mean, I walk into my locals every time, and I see the big box standing there together with the big 1/6 scale Dragon tanks and Jeeps. And they have the luxury edition with the metal base plate and metal bed. It's like, yeah, price tag time. Yeah, a build you could potentially get bored at, where you would take a long time because you would need brakes from something that size.
Yeah.
Because, you know, how many bogies are you putting together exactly? You know, there's a lot of wheels on that carriage.
Okay.
He doesn't.
I'd still have a go at building one, though, wouldn't you?
I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't.
Yeah, the thing is, at the moment, I have the room for it. Because, you know, I still live at home basically because, well, my mom's single anyway. Well, a widow anyway, so you know, there's room enough in the house. But in a couple of months, I'll be moving and stuff like that. So it's like, where do you put that? And then when you need to move to an apartment, which is just temporary for maybe 2 or 3 years until you move into a permanent house, you know?
Yeah.
Lugging something like that around, I mean, that's basically a moving van in and of itself every time, because you would not risk putting anything near that. You would strap that down and you'd be like, I'll sit in the back if you don't mind.
I've heard
one of those, though, isn't it, where, you know, if you was to build a Dora, you'd kind of probably donate it to a museum, wouldn't you, so that they can display it to the public, you know? It's because it's such a big kit. You know, and you'd think, well, why not let a lot of people see it?
Yeah, it'll take up an entire wall in your model making room. Even if you have a pretty big one, it'll still take up a large chunk of one room.
Yeah.
I heard, though, if you buy the 1/35th scale Dora, that you actually get a tax return on it in addition to your house.
Yeah.
If I had that sort of room, I wouldn't be buying a door. I'd just be buying a bigger aquarium.
Yeah, it would be like, I'm going to remove the bowling alley that I was going to build, and I'll put in Dora instead.
That's what I do with a room. I just have a custom built aquarium.
And then you go out and buy the 1/48 scale Type 7 submarine and put it inside the aquarium.
Yeah.
Nah, if you're a real man, go buy 1/32nd scale B-17 because that's
yeah, Pat Spain's on about the 132 Wingnut Wings Lancaster.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that's the same. Well, I think the B-17 is slightly bigger than the Lancaster even, so yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't need to put a submarine fish tank anyway. The one in the downstairs toilet, I've got a 3-foot fish tank in the downstairs toilet. That's got a Pershing tank sat in it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, it's a tank in the tank.
I think the thing is, though, especially with like the olden style planes, if you're building in something like the B-17 or the Lancaster in 1/32nd scale, or any of the Wingnut Wings World War II, World War I bombers, which are fairly big as well.
Yeah.
They're big both in length and in width, whereas with Dora, you might have a bit of play in width-wise compared to, you know, the wingspan on a B-17. Same with the submarine, you know, it's a long, narrow shelf, whereas with the plane, you've got the wings sticking out or the tail end sticking out.
Well, you'd have to wall mount it, wouldn't you?
I don't know if the Wingnut Wings comes with one, but the B-17 definitely does, the HK one, and I think the HK Lancaster does as well. But then, yeah, it's not the same, is it, when it's wall mounted?
No.
It is though an alternative. Especially if you've got a missus that says, that thing's not coming in here.
Yeah.
You say, oh, but it'll be on the wall. You'll never notice it.
Yeah, but then the missus dusts it as well, and we all know what happens.
Oh,
then.
Jesus, God, don't even think about it. Yeah, good
Yeah,
point.
think of all the little 50 gals, Sarge. Think of all 50 gals. Besides wall mounting it, you would really, really take that beautiful ball turret away from view, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
No, it's like one of the prettiest features on the B-17. It's that amazing piece of technology for the age. I mean,
Yep. Pizza.
I've also got like the full northern bomb sight in resin to build into it.
Oof.
So you want to have that, that's probably how it's going to be displayed, sort of nose forward, but at an angle, so you're looking at sideways in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Anyway,
Oh, for Pete's sake. The carpet monster is seriously after me tonight.
Here he is. Hope you got a note.
Hello.
Hello, Rhys. All right.
Hi, Rhys.
I'm so sorry I'm late in, lads. We've been doing some decorating with the
No,
flat.
that's
So.
all right. For the audience, I'll just introduce you, Rhys. One of the crew, which is Rhys, aka Beaker.
Hello.
Down at RJC Models Officials.
That's the one.
Get yourself all settled down, Rhys, and when you're ready, mate, we'll switch on to you so you can do a little bit about yourself and what you do, mate. All right, so just get yourself settled in, no pressure. We'll just sit here and wait.
Just don't wait for the bus, mate, whatever you do.
I'll stop what we're doing and just look at the camera going like...
Yeah, we've only been killing the last half hour whilst you did your hair, mate. You know what
I know. Yeah.
You show off. It took me 3 seconds to do mine.
So did the paint come out of your head all right from doing the ceiling?
Oh, I tell you what, we've actually. I don't know if you've been had a camera on us, Vince, but we have been. I've been doing ceilings today, so
yeah. I mean, I do my hair with that. Look.
Oh, right. I think that's me settled in.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I think so. For now.
Oh well, you're on present then, Rhys. All right.
All right. Yeah.
So, welcome to Rhys.
Hello. Oh wow! I just looked up and there was a big me. That's not good. That's not a good look.
Has Clarice been sewing your name on your t-shirts again, so you don't?
Yeah. So I know who I am. Yeah. I'm going to get on the back. If found, please return to.
Yeah, I didn't realise Rhys had an A in it.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Congratulations as well, mate.
What's that, mate?
Congratulations on the exam.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Right.
So, for those who don't know, if you're in chat, I work on the ambulances, and I've been doing my blue light course today over the past 3 weeks, and I've had 3 lots of exams that I've all passed. So,
hey, well done, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you. My next exam is my actual blue light drive itself, which will be Thursday, Friday next week. So, yeah, all set for change there. But that's not what you come to see. So, model-wise, I've been doing it since I was 8. I'm 29 now, so quite a while.
Oh, you're getting another start, are you?
That's the one. Been building models of all sorts, model boats. Colin has got me into scratch building stuff, so this is going to be the Beaker's Burgers van, which I shall post pictures up on all the social medias and that sort of stuff. I've been influenced by this mad lot to get an Arduino kit, which I think you guys.
Sorry, I joked.
There, Cole.
Let me tell you now. You haven't been in, Rhys, have you? So
No.
I'm not going to drop someone in the shit. Sarge has
Right.
ordered an Arduino kit.
Oh, Sarge, it's bloody confusing. It really is. I opened it and went, what the hell is this?
That's right, Davey. I can see you squirming there in your window, mate, and I haven't got to you yet, mate. You squirm as much as you like, pal. Your turn's going to be coming.
I'm not
mate.
worried. I'm not worried at all.
Yeah.
Hang on, I just need to go and
Crazy.
pay a visit.
Oh. Spend a penny, as it were.
Yeah. Davey's not squirming at all.
Yeah.
I'm just getting worried as to what Colin's going to drop me into.
Yeah. Oh, Colin, I'm loving the Heisenberg you've got going on there, dude.
Yeah.
You're rocking it really well.
I can go for the full Monty.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
Yeah, the full Monty. Walter White, eat your heart out.
You need to get that Samba bus on the go now and put a meth lab in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I started to have a shave and my trimmer battery got less and less. And yeah. No, it's not plausible. It's just I got a zit on the end of my chin the size of Mount Everest, and I didn't want everyone going, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, be like
Austin Powers going,
what is that?
We wouldn't have said anything, Colin.
Sure, that was not you were looking at the mirror in general. It's like,
yeah, honestly, I'm not saying it's big, Vince, but it stuck out like a blind cobbler's thumb, mate, and it would have had your eye out. So I thought, fuck it. Oh, there goes me monetisation of sixpence. Just a quick one. 32 people have given up their Saturday time to come in and watch us at the moment. So on behalf of the Sprue crew, thank you all for tuning in and taking the time to join us.
Thank you, guys,
on our first show, and it means a lot. So thank you all.
Yeah,
you don't know what you guys have let yourself in for. It all goes downhill from here.
Yeah. Now you've let us into your lives, we will corrupt you. You're going to start finding junk mail with LEDs stuck to them and protruding wires. This is how we get you. And then Arduino literature starts coming through your door. And I start subscribing you to junk mail.
That's where it all starts.
Absolutely.
It's downhill from now on.
Absolutely.
And as you can probably see, Carl, I've invested in some new sound equipment.
Yeah. Paul in the chat says now that the F-bomb's been said, he's gonna turn off his swearing filter. Good man.
Bit of advice I was given on that, Rhys, on that Arduino mic is to turn it up the other way so as the mic points down.
Okay.
And then that way your voice doesn't come out muffled. Apparently.
Oh.
I couldn't get the spongy bit to plug into my iPhone. It was too big.
Yeah. I stretched it over the mic on my iPhone.
I ain't telling you what I done with mine. Oh, what possibly can go wrong?
no, it's just going to end badly. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Still,
model making guru apparently says we are like Scientology with lighting kits. Never shake it. I wouldn't know what you mean, mate. Your turn will come, Mr. Fox. There will be lighting and electricity going in one of your kits.
There will be light in his life.
We won't force him to build one, but we'll just send him heaps and heaps of pre-built ones for all the kids we know he has.
Yeah, I am going to bombard you with electricity components slowly at first, and then the mountain will start being delivered.
I mean, I've already.
Wait, you're gonna send?
Oh,
sorry, Vince. Go on.
No. I mean, I've already one-upped him by lighting up Yamato, so he kind of has to do it now.
Oh, you're such a nerd.
Wait, you're gonna send him to Fox? Does that mean you're gonna box Dad up and send him off somewhere?
Yeah. I'm gonna deliver him to Fox's house, holding an Arduino kit and a DVD, saying, "There you go, Fox. You've got no choice." How dare you infiltrate Fester's man cave with Warhammer? Damn you!
You haven't got more
Gundams and Gundams, Mister.
Yeah, you haven't got more of it, Cole.
No, his card is marked. He thinks I've forgotten about infiltrating my man cave with Gundam.
I must admit, I did a bit of a naughty.
Oh, Vince, Rhys has got ickle character things.
Well done,
This is the second box. I've got another box of these too.
Oh dear.
You know, the funny thing is, I sent all my 40k stuff to Fox thinking I'm done with Warhammer. It doesn't really interest me. And then, you know, I've got a drawer full, and then I've got like that box, and then, you know, just.
I'll tell you something, Vince. It's just as well they don't do aftermarket for them, because no one would see you again, would they?
It's like, and it's all paints. It's like, yeah, okay.
I love the way he was just going through his stash, like flicking boxes as he was going through.
Here, Rhys, you want to see a good one, mate? You wait till he digs out that B-17 that he's not told his girlfriend about all the aftermarket for.
She knows. She knows.
Oh, she found it, Vince.
Yeah, this is a sign of him, right? He told his girlfriend how much a harder and steamback airbrush costs.
Oh,
And I survived.
He's got so much to learn, isn't he?
Yeah. Then I told her like funny because apparently I discovered this week Harder and Steenbeck now do a customizing service on their Evolution and Infinity brushes.
You are a git.
Yeah. And I hinted at my girlfriend, you know, it's my birthday like June. Seen this really interesting thing, and then she was like, "You already have 2 airbrushes." It's like this one will say my name. It'll say my YouTube channel on the side.
But you could have turned around and said, "You've only got 2 feet, but you've got 50 pairs of shoes, love." And that's all I'm saying about that.
She has two wardrobes at her great aunts, 2 wardrobes at her nan's, and a wardrobe at her home. So it's like.
But are you going to embellish the conversation and tell the viewers what you cruelly did to me when you went on the Harder and Steenbeck site the other night, you evil little man?
Oh, what? Make a sprue crew?
And I do believe you done a flat black airbrush and named it Excalibur, didn't you, you git? Oh, God, fucking hell. What have you done there, you Burke? I'll leave Rhys alone for 5 minutes and he's playing.
Party rings.
Okay. You want to advertise on the internet that you like party rings?
There's nothing
His be taken a very dodgy way.
Are these specialist grown-up parties that you go to, Rhys?
Actually,
feeling his losing to his exam are actually him being off.
Best Foxes.
Off.
Yeah, and he said he was going down the big pan.
There was lots of cooking oil involved to get your arse end round.
Yeah, Paul down at Team Manette says he can see your pink party ring, Rhys. You know, what with Vincent flashing his underwear live on air and doing your party ring, I'm getting a bit worried now.
Yeah, I'm getting very worried.
I've got to go out and get myself a Stetson. Start talking about man love.
I'm wondering if we've let a ringer into the room.
Wee. But the thing is, though, they're not party rings. They're Foxes.
See, I've got Jaffa cakes. Not that I'm going to let Davey know.
Oh, are you still cracking through those Jaffa cakes I sent you, Carl?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. I've been really good, haven't I?
Yeah.
You know,
Right, Colin, I've got some Jaffa cakes, mate.
you would never guess it from the size of me, but I do watch my waistline.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Increase.
Yeah, I said that with a serious
Vince, I love the Coke can in the Festus cup.
Oh yeah, the Sprue Festus cup. Yeah.
Oh my
Genuine Sprue Industries markings. Yes. Classy way of drinking.
Yeah.
It could be anything. Doesn't have to be Coke. Could be a kind of Jupiler.
Yeah.
Sure, it's Coke.
Can't
Just
answer that.
Coke that's been spiked.
I'll tell you something, mate. Old Albans European blending half good, isn't it?
Very good.
Oh dear. So, how much longer have you got to do on this course then, Rhys? Being that we're on a modelling show and talking about you've been a paramedic.
Yeah. Well, excuse me. Sorry. I've only got. Hopefully, I've got until next Thursday. So.
Yeah, you got a mouthful of rings there, have you?
At least he hasn't got his mouth around the ring this time.
It's not happy unless you got a ring in your mouth.
I think this is you not being monetized for quite a long while, then, Colin.
Hey, mate, mate, I'm not, I'm not worthy to hit 1,000 subs, am I? You know what I mean? So I'm never going to get monetized. It's not wondering why. You're right there, Rhys. You're having trouble with your gag reflex there, mate, on that ring.
Just chew it and don't spit it out.
Oh, we done well. We lasted 51 minutes before we degenerated it.
That's a record, isn't it?
I don't know how Dave's keeping a steady hand.
It's hard work.
So should we all tackle on to Dave now? He's looking so concentrated.
Yeah, you wait till we tell Clarice that Rhys was gagging, running his tongue round a ring in his man cave.
Flash down.
And then we'd all stare on in amazement as she says it's not the first time.
And that is actually something she would say as well.
I can imagine, yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh mate.
Oh dear. So yeah, we didn't want to lower the tone of this show, Rhys. You've turned up within 5 minutes. It's lower than the Snake's Anthem, mate.
If you hear any metal clinking, that's basically Colin laughing his bolts out. But yeah.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah, it sounds like a bag of bolts been thrown on a wet blanket.
How below the belt that was, Vince?
No, that's on that video that I can't upload to YouTube now. Mad Max Part 4.5, if you know what I mean. I can't remember that pink exhaust pipe been on that truck.
Oops.
Yeah, how on earth did he weather that? Sitting there doing my best model making guru voice, a bit of dry brushing around the sides.
Yeah, and the natural sag in the airbag area.
Yeah, trying to weather a cylindrical object is quite difficult, but I will show you some techniques. I'll pass you now through my fox. Edie.
Oh man.
Oh dear, I just want to know how he got the creases in it.
Hopefully, you've got no skid marks either.
Oh, dear.
All right, we've lost Colin.
I nearly popped a rib then.
Colin down. Colin down.
Oh, dear.
Oh, crazy.
You want me to go get a spanner so that so I can tighten that rib back down again?
I wear one, Vince.
Oh, right, yeah. Fair point.
That way I never lose my 10mm spanner to tighten me bolts up with.
Oh, evil doctors, they put you together with 10 mils. At least it wasn't an 8 mil because you would never find it.
Maybe Whitworth box is put in
I'll tell you something, Vince, there'd be quite a high risk of that being cross-threaded, wouldn't it?
Every fucking other 5 minutes, you would be picking up like a 7 or a 9 mil, thinking, "Yeah, found it." Oh, no.
Imagine the surgeon there, can't you? I can never find a fucking 10mm spanner when I want one. He's wearing one. I'll use his. Cheers, mate.
It's funny. It's funny you say that though, because when I had my arm pinned, they actually the 2 bolts at the top here that's holding the pin to the shoulder has 2 10mm bolts about this big in it.
Yeah. I can remember when I got discharged with me fixators on, mate. They give you one of them, and it's like, oh, great.
Yeah.
You've got to lengthen for the bone to grow. It's like,
yeah.
Oh, right, how do I do that? And they go, and you're like,
yeah.
And the next time they go to do it, you grab them between the legs and you just give them that look and go,
yeah.
We're not going to hurt each other, are we?
Yeah. If you don't hurt me, I won't hurt you.
You leave it. You're getting back to them rings again, ain't you?
Well.
Oh dear.
Oh, crikey.
Oh, dear. It's going well.
Yeah.
So far, so good, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, I've missed you guys.
Fox is saying it could have been worse in the US. They would have put me together with torque screws. Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
How trepanated this man?
Yeah. Talks 5 or talks 10?
Oh yeah, I think I've got some T-bits somewhere.
Some tea bits, what, like milk and sugar?
Oh, very good. See what you did there, Rhys. Comedy
Yeah.
bag.
Oh, I'll get me coat.
Yeah.
Get your hat while you're at it.
Yeah, Fox is saying talks 20.
Chris said it's not, and it's not even 9 o'clock yet.
I know what possibly could go.
I think it already has. When the pink rings came out.
And people are sitting there going to think we told them lot we had missed them on a Saturday night. I wish we hadn't said nothing.
Well,
I told you it'd be chaos having Sarge in this group. I told you.
He's such the instigator, isn't he, Sarge? You got to watch that one.
Yeah, he sits there in his camouflaged room, mate, stealthily sanding away, and then
boom, he comes up with his pink ring glasses.
Hey, you keep your pink rings to yourself, mate.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
No. I had my 3D glasses here somewhere.
Yeah.
But I was afraid to wear them tonight because I figured the humor would poke me eyes out.
Fox says Sherlock Holmes and the mystery of the pink ring. Bob's in. Hello, Bob. How you doing, mate?
Hello, Bob.
Hello.
Cole, that's what this episode should be called: Sherlock Holmes and the Mystery of the Pink Ring.
Oh yeah. Kenneth asking, you have to watch anyone that thinks Prometheus is a good film.
Kenneth,
please. He's not letting you off, Sarge.
No, I don't let him off either.
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me.
Seriously, as entertainment, there was nothing at all wrong with Prometheus.
Any other dark secrets you need to tell, Sarge? I mean,
we're fine, Bob. Hope you're well, mate. What you got on the bench, buddy? What you been up to?
Oh.
I'm sitting here waiting for him to answer, and he's in the chat. What?
Well, we didn't want to say anything, Alan, but you carry on.
I'm sitting here, and I'm like, is it on?
Oh, Mike.
Yeah.
So this really bad kit.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, it's crap, isn't it?
It's actually coming together really well.
Can you send it back then? Because I thought it was a shit one I was sending you.
yeah.
Dave's got one of them. He's building, isn't he?
What, an Ed Force 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, the I've got. It's here somewhere.
Wait, has he got that much left of it that it's just like compacted on his desk?
I found a decal. It's over there somewhere.
Team Inet saying it's well known Americans have lower standards for film quality. He's watched The Room. I've got that in my list of bad films to watch, along with Birdemic. Apparently, that's really good, according to my lad.
Who?
Birdemic. It's up there with Sharknado as one of them really bad movies, but The Room is
already seen Sharknado, mate. You should definitely watch Sharknado 4 and get so much.
Tommy's got the full set. He loves them. He loves Sharknado.
It's the kind of movie that a kid would like, but then at a certain point you grow up and you're like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he loves it.
Oh, Pipsy Poo. Oh, there's that Pipsy Poo. Oh,
Hey, Pip.
Pipsy Poo.
Scooter for her.
Model making guru saying Battlefield Earth has no competitors. Good film.
I'll tell you what.
Sorry, Dave.
Is that the one with John Travolta, the Scientology one?
Oh, yeah. Apparently, it's supposed to be really good.
Was it? I've not actually seen it.
I say that
Go and rent it, Dave. Get it on Blu-ray. Pay the full £5 rental, mate, and you'll be in for a treat.
Cool.
I'll tell you that the best film I've seen this year is it called Alita? Battle Queen? Or oh, it's so good. If you get a chance to see it, Dave, see it. It is.
Congratulations, you're now an anime fan, Rhys. I must know that's based on a 90s manga and anime, right?
Yeah, I know. I've that when it said at the end it was based on a book. I was like, oh, I shall have a look into this book now. Then.
What to see was that Battle Engines.
Oh yeah, I see.
It was all right. It's a good. It's a good storyline, but the special effects and the costumes are amazing in it.
Oh really? I'll have to look at it.
Watching just for the costumes, all the things. Great.
Oh, I'll have to have a look at that then.
Ain't one of Sarge's special books, is it?
No.
If you Alita, I mean, it's such a big cliffhanger at the end. You're like, yeah, this is the second and coming out.
Me and my nephew were sitting there cursing at the screen. We're like, what?
How did you not kill the guy?
yeah. It finished and we both looked at each other and went, that was cool. There's going to be a second one.
Yeah, that's why I did. I went to watch that with my girlfriend. Was like, turn around. There's going to be a second one. Then we stood up and walked out of the theater. Really good movie, though. It's like,
yeah.
I need to point that out to my girlfriends. Like, you now like anime. You know that, right?
Yeah. Mate, it might not be a good idea.
No.
I once said to my missus, you don't need that many shoes, love.
Yeah, right.
The look I got, I had frostbite all up one side of my neck and one side of my face. It was like...
You survived?
What are you doing?
Yeah, she put me in this room She put me in this room, Dave, about 12 years ago, mate.
Yeah.
Just off the door first.
You're lucky mine comes into my room.
Oh, mine don't, mate. I get the door only opens 4 inches so that the plate can come in at an angle.
And I'm in the garage, so.
How have you not installed a dinner plate sized like a letterbox opening in your door yet?
Serving hatch, yeah.
Yeah, the door itself is coming out because I'm building a bookcase door, and my missus wants me to put a slide-in hatch in it so she can just pass the plate through.
Yeah.
Have you got a
bag
special
of
password?
screws, Rhys? She's got a bag of screws about that long. She said, "You've got to screw the door shut." It saves on hinges, apparently, and I haven't quite figured out why she wants me to screw the door shut.
A strange one, that, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it's when we was just at the flat then. Rhys was like, "Oh yeah, we've got this. I'm going to put this lock on the outside."
Yeah.
On the outside. Don't you need it on the inside? No. It'll be on the outside. It'll be fine.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you go sit in your man cave, and I'm like, why are you volunteering that I go in there? What's going on? Did you hear the sound of a chain going across the other side?
I can't remember the name of the program now. It's that geezer, that London geezer that buys all the tanks and all that.
Oh, not Al Murray. The another one you mean, Dave? I can't remember it is now.
Yeah,
what was it? That?
He's an ex-para, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I was watching that the other day. It was just on when I was at the bench, and he went to some warehouse place up in Sheffield or something like that. And the guy actually had Hitler's cell door.
Oh,
Hitler's cell door.
He claimed, yeah, but there's no way to prove it, is there? It's not like he carved in Hitler was here.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, AH 14 for the 4th, 1944.
Yeah. 100% certain is that it came from Colditz Castle.
No, it wasn't Colditz, was it? It was some. We'll hit the up mine camp. I can't remember the name of the place, but
that's it. Bruce Crompton.
That's the fella.
Yeah.
That's the very man.
He did.
Cheers, my darling.
Yeah, very good time.
No problem, sugar.
Pass one over here then. Come on, pass them round.
Yep.
Look at them bats.
Oh, hello.
Look at them bats, mate.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, you can have your pink ring, Rhys, mate. I'll have the bats.
I'm not even going to say about the whole nut chocolate bar I've got there because I'll just get all the jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right there, Fox, mate. It's like, yeah, Sprue Crew live meal, mate.
Who's dying? Who needs medical assistance?
Yeah, Salty Balls Bobbington, twin burgers, yes, please.
Who misses?
Or matron, yeah. There ain't been many good films out in the cinema lately, though, have there?
No.
I'll have to have a look with my daughter. One of my daughters works for View Cinemas, and she gets stat screenings where she can take a member of her family with her. I get to watch the occasional film now. So. Yeah.
No, I say Alita was the last one I saw was quite good, but other than that, it was like, meh. Although Bohemian Rhapsody was an incredible film.
Yeah,
I mean, it used to be the thing, didn't it? Every year you had the big sort of blockbuster movies coming out, and it just don't seem to be that now, doesn't it?
No. But no, the Bohemian Rhapsody for someone that started their acting career as a psychopathic killer in a PS4 game, he's done so well, so well.
Apparently, he's supposed to have done that really good justice. I've not seen the film yet, so.
Oh mate, it is so good. If you get a chance to see it, I was never really into Queen much before I saw it. You know the odd song that comes on the radio. You know, like
yeah, I always found her a bit old, mate, and that fucking Philip bloke was always there, mate.
Oh, I see what you did.
Rhys is sitting there going,
Oh, we're going to get locked up for treason, aren't we now?
Yeah. You'll just hear in the door in a minute.
yeah, I'll have to sit and watch that.
No, it's incredible. It's incredible. It really is. So I never really was into Queen much, and then I watched that and was like, oh, okay.
I say he died a few years ago now. Was it in the early 90s, wasn't it? Fred died?
Freddie Mercury, yeah, it was 95, I think. Yeah. Something like that.
Time fly when you're getting old.
Luckily, none of us are as old as you, Dave.
I know. Oh, fuck that.
Wait a minute, Dad is, and I am, I think.
Dad was around since the American Civil War, Sarge. I mean,
No, I heard Dad had helped Moses cross the Red Sea.
he did all the parting actually, but he doesn't get any credit for it.
That's it. See?
Rhys, Fox is saying there's an uneaten pot noodle behind you. Explain this.
Oh,
I'm Rhys.
Oh,
that's my stash.
It's not a beef pot noodle, is it?
No, it is Chinese chow mein.
Lancashire hot pot noodle. Now that would be a good one.
Oh yeah, yeah. But it's quite strange because next to the pot noodle, you've got a little pot of Manuka honey, which is quite a strange mix.
Yeah, this is a shirt Kenneth got me, by the way. He's saying nice shirts in the chat, Dad.
Jamie Bones said Freddie Mercury died in 91. Oh, it's only one.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, but who in the chat, Colin, can tell us what TV series my shirt comes from?
I can't go stand up a bit. There you go.
Oh, blimey! I know the name, the organisation.
Wait. What's that?
Dave's T-shirt's got Shadow on it. What?
Oh.
Is that the $1 Million Man?
Is
No.
it 3 letters, Dave?
It was 3 letters, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know. Got me.
Yeah.
Pot noodle should only have 2 possibilities.
Price has got it straight there.
I think I've done a bad with Fox. He says pot noodle should only have 2 possible states: uneaten or not purchased yet.
Yeah, you never have a stash of pot noodles.
I haven't been at the haven't been here for a few days, so yeah, that one's waiting to be.
Kenneth M said nice T-shirts. Me and Colin.
Yeah, that's what I was saying just now when I shoot up. It was one that he got me last year when I first started doing lives, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Third X6 Fox is there. Wait, are you telling?
Kettle on and have the pot noodle, mate. You got to eat it now.
Yeah, but I'm not hungry. I had a big dinner.
Pink ring.
He's saying, wait, are you telling me that I've just been alive as long as I've been a working man? Jeez. Sorry, Fox. Sorry if I've made you feel old there, mate.
Yeah, I think he's a lightweight, mate. You don't have to be hungry for a pot noodle, mate.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be on a diet as well. I'm doing this whole reservists thing, so I was down the gym this morning and.
Oh, that's a first one.
I see. War has been declared, is it, Mr. Fox?
Based upon. Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I accept the challenge of the gauntlet thrown down. Not hungry heresy. I shall be writing to my MP, the Daily Mail, on points of view on this matter. Good show.
Points of view. Is that still going?
Yeah, I was about to say, is that still going?
Yeah,
How can you remember,
once a week.
how can you remember points of view, Rhys?
What's that?
How can you remember points of view? That's before your time, isn't it?
No, I remember it on with, I think it was Terry Wogan, wasn't it?
Couldn't you imagine Fox being the guy on points of view that reads out the angry message from the viewer? I was sitting
Yeah.
there in front of my televisual box in the corner of my lounge.
Yeah, no, I remember when I was off school seeing points of view.
God, I remember points of view when Barry Took used to present.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, me.
Paul saying, "Dad, are you, Dad, you were retired before Rhys was born."
Let's just sit here and talk.
Oh, mate.
I have no damn idea what you're on about.
What's that? Points of view. Well, you're our points of view. You're the modern equivalent of it. Points of View was a TV show in the UK where people complained about TV. I sat there watching this show for 1 hour and 45 minutes and it was rubbish. Well, why did you sit there for an hour and 45 minutes watching it then?
Because that was in the days before remote controls and you had to get off your ass and go across the room, didn't you? Press one of 3 channels.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Paul. Balamory. I used to love that show.
A what?
Paul saying Balamory was before Rhys's time.
Sergeant Plum was only a pip when you were watching him, wasn't he?
What's that?
Sergeant Plum was only a pip when you were watching him.
I'd like to know how old people think you actually are, Dad.
I'm not saying. I'm retired.
25, isn't it?
Just.
Everybody thinks Ted's older than me, and he's not. He's younger than me by about 6 years, I think.
We should put a running vote in, Cole, in the chat. How old we think Dad is?
No, because I'll sulk.
I actually know old daddies, but I can't say.
I have a theory.
Go on.
Go on, then.
68.
No, he's older than that.
You can go off some people, you know.
He's older than that.
He's older than that.
Yeah.
Told you I'll sulk.
He's turn his camera off.
I'm up.
Yeah. He's got to put sixpence in the meter.
Kenneth, we're going to fall out, me and you.
Jamie Bones says 70.
No, I don't think you're past 70 yet. I think you're under 70.
No, I'm well under 70, yeah.
63.
Do you fall asleep during the day?
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah.
Fall asleep in the hangout, Rhys.
Hurry up, I've got to get there. Come on, hurry up.
Paul saying 69.
No, that's just my favourite position. No,
Oh, steady.
Yeah, Teaminet says that's Kenneth's favourite number. Well, judging by the amount of sex books the blokes read.
Kenneth, you should really be embarrassed about that. I mean, how can you do that to
His neighbours, they honestly, they must sit there and go, God, that bloke's fucking listening to another sex book. He's obsessed.
all those glistening folds and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to mention glistening folds, didn't you? That's it now.
Yeah.
Hey, don't you get lippy with me.
I see what you did there.
Fox, when Dad started modeling, plastic kits were made in stone. Mine were out of wood, so.
Yeah, when you started modelling, you used dovetail joints to put it together.
Yeah.
Was it the dove from above, though?
And Kenneth saying he knew the neighbours could hear his books.
Yep. They're good books, though.
I'm sure they are.
Although, personally, I feel audiobooks are like a sin against nature.
Audiobooks aren't a sin. I like audiobooks.
A book you read. I mean, an electronic book you still read, you know, so you're
Oh, you mean yeah.
to directly access the information. Whereas an audiobook, I mean, that's like watching television without the picture. I mean, okay, admittedly,
yeah, that's called a radio, Sarge.
Right.
Yeah, but if you're listening to a book, then you're hands-free, aren't you?
Yeah.
Depends.
It's something for me, you know?
Depends on whether it's a sex book.
I'll get the coat.
Is it the same? Because when you're reading a book, you're using your imagination, you're picturing the scene in your head. Whereas is it the same when you're listening to an audio book? I've never listened to one.
I don't think so.
Really good. You need to ask Kenneth that one.
I normally, if I'm, because of my dyslexia, if there's a book I'm particularly struggling with, I'll pick up the book and the audio book and read along with the book.
Yeah.
And it does the same sort of thing. It's really good. Really good.
The audiobooks are also cut versions of some of those books. You know, there's definitely something missing from it. And the other thing that gets me is you might have imagined how that person spoke. And when you have an audiobook, you have somebody reading it to you. So you've got a completely different voice than what you would have actually imagined.
Mate, it could be worse. It could be me reading fucking Romeo and Juliet. Wait, Romeo.
Yeah, that's the problem with an audiobook, I think, as well, for me, that you're listening to it, and then every character in the book sounds like, if it's narrated by silly name Patrick Stewart, for example, every fucking character in the book sounds like Captain Picard all of a sudden.
Exactly.
It's like when because the Harry Potter books are read by Stephen Fry. So when we went to see him in the cinema, all I've got now is in my head is Harry Potter as Stephen Fry.
No.
That's not necessarily a good image.
No. Crazy.
You can just imagine it, though.
Oh, I like that one, Bob.
Fester does Shakespeare. You couldn't imagine it, couldn't you? Alas, poor Yorick. And Yorick goes, "Will you fuck off and turn it in?"
There you have it.
Yeah. Will you put my bunts back on the shelf where it belongs?
Yeah, or Samuel L. Jackson reading War and Peace. Someone done that motherfucking battle.
Sun Tzu, yeah.
Be brilliant.
You should do it, Cole. You should make your own lines of audiobooks.
Yeah, it'd be funny. What possibly could go wrong?
Just do a podcast, Cole. Do a weekly podcast or something.
Oh, yeah. Harry Potter would be saying, "God blimey, tumblers."
I could have a green screen behind me with a fire. I could sit here in my smoking jacket with me hat.
Yeah.
And this week, Fester's reading to you. So,
The Hungry Caterpillar.
Romeo, get your tits out, love, or I'll slap the taste out your mouth.
This week, Colin reads The Hungry Caterpillar.
Colton Bennett, my guts are rumbling. I must be hungry. I think I'll have a bit of Rhys's pot noodle.
Whoa. Can we back up a bit there, Cole? You leave my pot noodle out of this.
Would be funny, though. I think people would tune in for that. The Sprue crew reads audio books.
What could go wrong, eh?
Yeah.
We could all read a page each.
Yeah. What possibly could go wrong with it?
You can just imagine it now, can't you? Someone settling down at night, audio book in, and it's just us reading like Harry Potter or something.
Oh, mate. I can imagine it. Harry turned round and said to Hermione, "Hermione, will you turn it in, you irritating little moo?"
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Yeah, Vincent would.
Colin would have to be Hermione, like with the thickest put on that.
Yeah.
I would make it sound like what's her name again? Is it Vicky from Little Britain?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And Hermione turned and said to Ron, "Oi, Ron, is that Scabbers, or are you pleased to see me?"
Could always be magic roundabout as well.
Bill's Rat Models is in, I mate.
Hello, geezer.
I've got to talk to Rhys that one. Oh, God.
Welcome to the Sprue crew for all your model making needs. Go, Bill. Something awesome.
Go be awesome.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Said Zebedee, says David Price.
No, we haven't had a single serious model making question all night. It's been great.
I know. It's been brilliant, mate, isn't it? All those viewers sitting there going, he still ain't told me how he did that starter kit. You are there, Rhys? Something stuck in your throat, mate.
No.
It's that pink ring again.
Did anyone use like those little decals you put on nails for the Beetle? I mean, no one.
I've got some reviews to do on products this week. I know that. I had to sit and video that.
Have you, mate? What you got?
What's his name? A glue. I can't think what it's called now.
Glue.
Yeah, different glues and some paints and yeah.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, got to upload me Mad Max as well. Part 4's finally landed. Yeah. What possibly could go wrong with that?
I uploaded one this morning, well, this evening.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I had to get my Austin Gear and edit some.
I downloaded one before it came on here.
That's what I did.
Yeah, I need to get my Austin Gear and edit some, actually. I've got all bits of video.
I don't know what you've been playing at, Rhys. You're letting the team down, mate.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know.
Yeah, I just can't get started.
I thought as I'm on holiday, I'd put some content out and I could relax a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I bulk filmed a load of inbox stuff before Christmas because I knew I'd be taking the time out because of another op. So I just had that all on a schedule, so it gave me breathing space, you know. But I've got to that point now where I've got a build series in the can that no one's seen yet, so I can upload that. Some more Mad Max, and then it'll be starting the fire engines so that Shane can get involved with that one. Voyager and the fire engine, I suppose.
Yeah, but
if you say Huey, Carl, with a fourth my chair.
What about the Huey? Didn't you have a Huey in this stash you're going to build with somebody?
Well, it's funny you should say that, Dave, in that Rhys is in. Rhys has said that once he's moved into his new man cave, the first project he wants to build in there is the 124 Huey.
Oh, what a brave lad. What a brave lad.
I would like to applaud Rhys for that. Well done, mate.
Brave man.
Apparently, he's going to film it as well as a build series. So I thought I'd do a buddy build with him to help him settle into his new abode.
Yeah. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that.
I can tell you.
When he's filming it, are we going to run a book on how many swear words there are in the process?
Well, the thing is, though, the Huey's already built. I'll just have to deconstruct it and construct it again.
I've got a paper one up there as well, Rhys. You could always get a paper Huey and build one of them with us.
Ooh. Yeah, that's an idea. I can do that.
Yeah, look, always
that can be arranged.
He's thinking, yeah, cheers, mate.
I bought a paper kit ages ago. It's the rifle from the Alien films, and it's 1-to-1 scale. I haven't even opened it yet.
Yeah, I've got the Apollo launch tower that I'm building, and it's like it don't look so big when it's in the paper pad thing.
Yeah,
Does it?
yeah.
That's what I was always told.
I saw what you did there. I'm glad I didn't have a mouthful of meat. I'll rephrase that.
Mouthful of what?
It's either that or a mouthful of pink biscuit.
Little pink rings.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh. What's Kenneth saying there? You could tell what Norm was thinking when he said he didn't care about the stand. Most people would have covered it and stand have been careful of it. What was that all about? There's a conversation going on between Kenneth and Si there by the look of that. But yeah. Oh dear.
Oh, crikey.
Still got 31 of you lovely people watching us. So
Hello.
I know, it's brilliant, mate.
Yeah, say hi, everybody. Come on.
Yeah. What have you got going on your benches? Anything you need to ask us in the chat?
Anything you need to ask in the chat, as long as it's clean. Sort of.
As long as it's model related, of course, because you know this is a serious modelling show, isn't it?
Well, food's allowed too, isn't it?
Is it? I might be in the wrong place then. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So how long are we staying on for tonight then, people?
Well, the world is my oysters today, so this evening.
Apparently he's doing decals on the MiGs. Are you swearing, Chris? That's the question.
Yeah, Carl, do you know you get shark mouth in this 24 scale Huey?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
I might just leave mine like this.
Isn't it?
that's brilliant.
See, he loves his Huey, really.
It's
Out of interest, Rhys, and Dad's going to appreciate this joke.
Go
Is that called Huey Green?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no, it's Huey
I'm
Jackson.
sorry about that, but opportunity knocked and I had to go there.
What was it you used to say? You never know when opportunity knocks.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
it's Huey Jackman.
Yeah, I'll get my coat on the way out, but I thought it was,
Yeah, Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis. Also.
yeah, out come all the Huey jokes.
Oh. No, it's Huey Lewis.
Yeah,
Says Paul.
Huey Lewis and the news. Are they still going?
Who?
Yeah,
Huey Lewis and the news.
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Probably doing that.
Capital H there in Huey, by the way.
They're probably doing pontins and that now.
Is that still a thing, pontins, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, damn it.
Yeah, we've got a big pontins down here at Ogden, a huge one.
Really?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Me and Dad used to go to Pod for Christmas, which was quite
They
good.
still have those really annoying people that sit there and go, "Oh, let's all jump up and down," and you sit there going, "Let's all just throw you off the effing cliff."
Well, I don't know about that so much. We used to go for Christmas because it was just me and Dad at the time, and it was cheaper to go and do something like that because it was half board, so you got your breakfast and your dinner. It was cheaper to do that than to stay at home for Christmas, which was quite good.
I've got quite a rude story from one of those places.
Oh,
Oh, do tell.
Oh, do tell, Dave. It's after 9 o'clock, mate.
let me get comfy first, Dave. Hang on.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go.
We can record this as an audio book for Kenneth.
Yeah.
Without the glistening folds.
Yeah, most of you know, before I had to retrain and train as a butcher, I had 25 years as a coach driver. We used to go to Pontings and Butlins on a regular basis. And I was doing one of these Christmas, what they used to call a turkey and tinsel. And it's just old ears. And the old red coats and blue coats and that, I can't remember which one it was now. They were doing that Mr. and Mrs. Do you remember the old Mr. and Mrs. television show they used to have on?
No.
And they used to Mr. and Mrs.
Right before I was born, Dave.
Yeah. They used to separate the husband and wife and put one in a soundproof box and then ask them questions.
Oh, yeah.
They had to tie up. Well, they got this old couple off my couch, unfortunately. Got them up, and the soundproof box was a changing room at the back of the stage. And they said to the husband, they got the husband up first, the questions. It was like, something stupid, like, what toothpaste did your wife buy? What was the name of your first pet? Was the second question. And then the third question was, where's the strangest place you've ever had sex? And he's answered all three questions, and he's gone in the soundproof box, and she's come out. And bearing in mind, this is like, there must be about 300 people in this hall, all these old people. There was 8 coaches. So there's us 8 coach drivers sat at the back, drinking Coke and bored out of their heads. And they've asked her the first 2 questions, like, what was toothpaste you buy and what was your first pet? And it was, where's the strangest place you've ever had sex? And this old dear would not answer all it. And he was like, for about 5 minutes, come on, where's the strangest place? And oh, she lost the temper in the end. She just went, up my bum. And the place just died, apart from 8 coach drivers at about wetting themselves on the floor.
Oh, mate.
But as we've lowered the tone anyway, on Thursday it was the old, allegedly, the old steak and a blowjob day, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly. But for those of you that have been married for more than 20 years or single, it was pot noodle and a Tommy Tank day. You still get pot noodle.
What's that? Yeah. Well, see, I wasn't here for pot noodle and Tommy Tank day, you see, so I was working.
That's what they all say.
Yeah. That's what I've got left over.
Kenneth is saying, tell the cannibal joke, Dave.
Oh, that's Kenneth's favourite joke. Yeah. Englishman, Scotsman, Irishman, and they're walking through the jungle in South America, and they get grabbed by the cannibals. And so they lock them in this big bamboo cage. And the chief goes up to the bars and looks at the Englishman. He puts it. He says, he says, tomorrow morning, we're going to cook you, and we're going to eat you, and we're going to skin you, and we're going to make a canoe out of your skin. But you get one last request. You better think hard what you want. So the next morning comes along, they drag him out. Right, what do you want? Your last request? Because at dinner time, we're going to kill you, and we're going to cook you and eat you, and we're going to skin you and make a canoe out of your skin. He says, well, I'll tell you what, I'll have a full English breakfast. So he has it, and then they kill him, they slit his throat, and they chuck him in a pot and eat him and skin him and make a canoe out of his skin. They go up to the cage that night, they say to the Scotsman, you better think hard, mate, because it's your turn tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to kill you and cook you and skin you and make a canoe out of your skin. So the next day, they drag him out. Scotsman says, I'll have a bottle of whiskey. So he just and they split his throat and throw him in a pot and cook him and skin him and make a canoe out of his skin. That night, he goes up to the cage, says to the Irishman, he says, right, it's your turn tomorrow, mate. You better think what you want. So he's sitting there thinking, he says, I know what I'll have. So they drag him out in the morning. He says, I want a fork. And the chief goes, what? He said, I want a fork. So they give him a fork. He goes, you're not making a canoe out of me.
Oh.
For some reason, that tickled Kenneth, I know.
Yeah, he's laughing away in the chat, bless him.
And the
Well, we've been on for an hour and a half. Shall we bid a nice farewell for the evening?
Yeah, I think so.
You can do, yeah.
Yeah,
Even paying for more.
you know, first one an hour and a half. We'll see what people think. Also, any of you in the chat or watching this afterwards, you know, do you want us to set up a Facebook group so that you can post your work on there, that sort of thing? Just interact with us and let us know what you want, and we can start featuring some of your work, some of your builds and things of that nature. So if that's something that interests you, bat us an email to the spruecrew@gmail.com or leave a comment in the bottom of the video, just underneath us.
Well, Fox thinks we're being part-timers like Chris.
Yeah, we'll still be on after hours, Fox, if you want to grace us with your presence, mate. So, but it's our first show, and rather than run out of steam live on air, you know, it just lets us unwind a little bit. And on behalf of me, Fester, I'd like to say thanks for everyone that's tuned in and joined us.
And me
And I'll leave the other lads to say their goodbyes. You got Dave down at Butcher That Model. Like and subscribe.
Thank you, guys. See you in a fortnight.
Got Mike Mountain over at Dad on YouTube. Scaly Models.
Guys. Thanks, guys. Don't forget Saturday Night Crash next Saturday with Carl and James.
Yeah. You got Davey UK at Model Maker Dave's workshop.
Night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Rhys over at RJC Models.
Night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Sergeant Bones over at Sergeant Bones.
Everybody.
And Vincent, Mr. Loft's Model Making without the logo.
It's logoless, isn't it?
Hi, everyone. Catch you later. And see you.
Take care, people. Thanks for tuning in, and it's really appreciated.
See you guys.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.